Good morning. Well, another day on the red Monte Carlo build. We ran into some problems. Well, I wouldn't say so much problems, more than inconveniences. We got the motor pretty well set. Crank it, get it to fire. I hear some noise. Did a little investigation, and come to find out, we got some issues. About 3-4 of them. One is we don't have any bolts from the converter to the flywheel, flex plate, whatever you want to call it. Nothing's bolted together there, so that's a problem. While under there looking at it, I noticed the starter is not even tight. That could be the cause of our noise. And the transmission mount cross member bracket is it's got to be all the way removed to be able to get the transmission mounted. So today, that's what we're going to look into today. So y'all stay tuned and we'll dive right in. Here she is. Put her up on the trailer and run her by one of my boys' shops to see what he thought about the situation. And he said he might have some time this weekend to throw it up on the rack for me. But if I get this trailer leveled off enough, I might just go ahead and try to get under here and throw them in myself right now. And then when I do take it over there, we can just double check everything else. And then I can get a better look at the underside of it. So I think we're gonna steal the bolts out of this one. The issue with that is we've got a pretty nasty cylinder there, and that piston don't want to come all the way out. So we're gonna dive into this one and let's just see what happens. into here. I guess we'll start with the tranny, so we can get that thing mounted, get that bushing in the right way, and then everything will be secured, and then we can get over here and mess with these the bolts for the torque converter. So let's get that, and then while we got it in our peepers, we're gonna see if we can't tighten that starter down as well. Starter, torque converter, tranny, and then I'll see if I can't guess how long that drive shaft needs to be, and we'll go from there. But it doesn't look too bad under here. We got the one patch in the floor there. Gotta do something with that parking brake or whatever that is. Figure out why we're leaking oil. And yeah, oil pan don't look the greatest, but we're gonna find out, I guess. So let's dive in. Well, I mean, I need a button. I fought with that all day the other day in the dirt, and I couldn't get it to move. Today, it drops right in. So that's done. That's good. So now I'm going to the torque converter bolts, which, like I said, we got to pull out of that engine, and that engine has some rust in the cylinder, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all the way around to get the last bolt out. So let's find out. Oh, so bolts are out finally. We had a bit of a problem. It's kind of weird. That one's cut, so obviously that's not supposed to be in there, and it's not clean because it's got no washer. So anyway, with this going on, the piston only comes up so far, so I was able to get to this bolt. So you can see it, that one. It would rotate around, I could get to the other one, but the third one kept getting stuck right about here. So after a bunch of we finally got it out. So let's go see how hard it's going to be to line it up on this one. And then I think all I need for this is tranny mount bolts. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh yeah. Okay. So now, yeah, that's done. We need bolts for that. But oh, I need to lower the jack. Great. Just great. And the transmission's got to go that way. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. So let me get out from under the car to get back under the car to hang out with Charlotte and try to get this knocked out so we can go ahead and not come back down here again. All right. So, we went and got our brand new creeper. Nope, not at all. It's a Moto Master, but it's great because it's Canadian. So, it'll be fine. See, told you it's brand new. Still got a sticker on it. So let's slide under here and see what we are working against, because I know we're not working with it. Okay, well, if you see what I see, or don't see in that case, is there's 2 bolts missing. Any hint why we got a leak? They drove that one way too far. I was told this was rebuilt. Not the transmission per se, but the engine. I can say somebody did take bolts loose. Other than that, I don't really see it. So that's what we're dealing with. But yeah, that's where we're at. The drive shaft, he told me needed to be cut, but the splines, they don't work. They don't match. They're not even close. So yeah, we need a whole drive shaft done. So as soon as I can get it to a drive shaft place, I guess we can we'll see. We are here. We got the car on the trailer. About to get it on the lift. The boy's gonna let me use the lift for a little while so I can get under here and double check everything under the car. So that way I know, you know, what's what. I know we're missing some bolts in the transmission. Drive shaft's not gonna work. You know, a bunch of stuff. So we're just gonna get it off the truck and onto the lift and see what we got working with. Little oil leak. Doesn't look bad at all under here. We're back from buddy's shop. Looks pretty good under there. A few things missing. A couple bolts in the transmission. Try to get that figured out tomorrow. Called, and I'm gonna try to make an appointment for Wednesday to go get a drive shaft put in it, so that way we can drive it on the trailer and then off the trailer here. We put a little smooth on our pad here, so when we get the car back we should put a nice little spot here to get it back in. It should be running, driving, and moving by itself at that point. And then we're gonna jump inside and do the hole in the floor pan, get that all sealed up, get some of that heat shield in there, and then, you know, try to get the carpet and some seats and everything in it, maybe, because we got weather strip problems on the side. So we're gonna just get the floor sealed for now and get it moving, and then we got to seal up the doors and then move on to the inside, putting everything in it. And then I got to figure out what I'm actually going to do as far as interior. You know, we already did the red and black interior on the blue car, but I've had so many people tell me that they like that color. I may just leave the blue car blue, paint it back blue, put the original interior back in it, and then put that black and red interior in this car and go with the black and red theme on here, since we're already halfway there. And then we can kind of jump ahead in the game. And once we do that, then we'll be moving and grooving with the matching interior. We can do some wheels, tires. So stick around, stay tuned. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos. Let's do it. So we're gonna throw this piece in. Marked up. Right. Get it all marked up. We'll cut this out. We'll get this new pan put in, and then we can start getting some of the interior tidied down. Other than this, the car looks pretty good. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be taking it to the drive shaft guy, getting the drive shaft put in it. I want to get this done, then I got to get under it so I can jack up transmission. I got to put some bolts in there, get it all lined up and bolted down before I take it to get the drive shaft done. So hopefully by Friday I can have it back driving. Motor's not running A1 yet because I don't have a drive shaft in it, so I can't put transmission fluid in it. Transmission lines aren't connected to the radiator, so we got some things to tidy up before we can actually get it to run. But today we want to tackle this, so let's dive in. I'm gonna get this all marked up, cut out, get this thing tacked in place, and we'll go from there. Eagle eye precision. Gotta go to college for that. All right. I believe we're ready. Go ahead and stitch this in here. See how it works out. I know I got to do a little bit more bending over here, but I believe we're about ready. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop this thing in here and just let it do what it does. You know what I mean? So let me get it where I need it, and you guys sit back and relax and don't burn your toes, because welding in sandals and socks is recommended. So keep that in mind. Is that welder on? It's not on weld mode, that's for sure. process. But get it hot, tap it, get it hot, tap it, check for fire. Get it hot, tap it, get it hot, tap it, check for fire, you know. Yeah, just continue that process until it's all the way in. Well, she's about done. Looks pretty good. So we're gonna get it tidied up and try to get this thing knocked out today. We got things to do. So she's pretty well tacked all the way around. I got to get some to go ahead and cover it all up, but it got late. We got her knocked in, solid as can be. So that's ready to rock. Car's strapped down and ready for the drive shaft. So y'all stick around and stay tuned. We're going to hit it in the morning. Thanks for watching. Peace.